What's happening, y'all? B Taylor back at y'all again, doing another video, expressing myself. Go ahead and take it from a different location. Normally I'm always doing them at my desktop. Once in a blue moon I decided I'm a little lazy and want to do this laptop ordeal and give it a go. The topic I have, a friend of mine, actually a lot of people have seen my video about the hidden agenda, and now they'd prefer to see how it would play out if I did it from the woman's point of view. So I decided I'd go ahead and be man of my word and post that version of the video. You all enjoy it, and I'm just gonna be as nice as I can about it without being a child, basically. For the men, as I mentioned before, their hidden agenda is to, attempt to get involved with somebody when they really want to just sleep with them and keep it moving. As for the woman, however, hers is more of a bait process, in the sense that she feels as though if she can get pregnant by that guy, that he's gonna stay. Now I'm gonna tell you the problem with that. Men barely are gonna stay around as it is. So if you sit down and you tell them that you're having a child by that person, they're not gonna stay. The chances of them hanging around is pretty much slim to none. So you're almost taking a stab in the dark when it comes to doing stuff like that. But in life, you take risks. Your risks may or may not turn out to your advantage, but you can always, give it a go and see if it's worth taking yourself through. Women also like to do very manipulative things sometimes to get what they want, and this is universal. Like, I'm saying this from not only just when it comes to dealing with men, but also when it comes to dealing with other females, where they'll get close. I know I'm going to get somebody to say something about it, but they'll get close to their female friends when their intent is to really get with their female friends' boyfriends, or, play the infamous 6 degrees of separation. And to make it worse, the guys literally fall into that without even knowing it, because he's just going along with it like, well, she seemed to be feeling me, and it ain't like the girl I'm with now is my wife, so why not? But you fail to realize the guy can lose out twice, because he'll lose out on the girl and he'll lose out on the girl's best friend. And of course that always can make the best friend split ways with her. That can make the best friend split ways altogether. So you got to think about all of that when you're doing something of that sort. It never hurts to, if you want to be involved with somebody, that's your choice, but don't do it to the point where you literally are screwing yourself over and you have no chance of, making things right. This video will be real brief, and I wanted to at least go into that. Oh, before I go any further, and before I cut this short, part 1 of Brett Favre's infamous storyline related to, what happened with Green Bay and what happened with him, it kind of died down a little bit in him saying, trying to clear up the air, letting it be known that, hey, I made my mistake, this is what I did. And, okay, let me rephrase that. He didn't want to retire. He retired prematurely, in other words, in a nutshell. And I think with the media and with him and with Green Bay all hyping it up and making it seem like more than what it was, it kind of downplayed it a little bit. So now in the long haul, it's, well, I don't really want to retire, I would like to come back. But what he's saying is that Green Bay really isn't opening their arms to even having him come back, let alone as a bench player, let alone like as a starter, let alone a bench player, is what I want to say. It's pretty clear that if he comes back, they want Green Bay is making it clear Aaron Rodgers is going to be their quarterback. Favre can come back, but if he comes back, they're bringing him back as a second string, if anything. So it's an up in the air thing. And of course that was only part 1 with Greta Van Swersten, or whatever her name is. They're going to do a second part tonight. And I noticed with the first part it was like not even 10-15 minutes long. So I don't think the second part will be that long either. But you know, hey, if you can get any story that'll kind of break it down, it's a lot better. And she reiterated, and I'm going to reiterate, that this is an ongoing story. It has not ended. There's no certainty as to when it will end, but, you know, whatever happens, happens. Alright, before I go, I'm going to give y'all my words of the day, and, you know, take it for what it's worth, but it's very valid. Those of you who are on MySpace, I've already posted it as a bulletin, but, you know, take heed to what's real. Discussions regarding financial matters will prove to be rewarding. The only reason that has like a bit of symbolic meaning to me is anybody who knows what's been going on with me knows I've been going through beyond the beautiful struggle. So I'm taking it the best that I can, one day at a time, keeping my head up. And like I told a friend of mine earlier today, and this is important for all of you to know, having the right friends around you is the best thing in the world, because the ones who claim to be your friends that pull you down are the ones that you don't need to deal with. So just take heed to that and do what it do. Keep it simple. Don't do nothing dumb. Love, peace, and so. No, let me stop. I ain't gonna tell you Don Cornelius, but y'all know how I do always. Blood, sweat, and tears. Poet signing out. Peace.